Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
Show going. Working. What up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. Dre, Reg, Unapologetic, the podcast. We are here. We back. Another episode, another week. What's up, my man?
Man, you already know what it is with me, dog. I've been cooling, man. Working. That's it. Working, dog. Staying out the way. Ain't got too much going on, man. Got some on this week. Another job. Another week of work. Another week of work, man. That's it. Got a new role in the office, man. So that's been kind of keeping me busy, but at the same time, I also been taking the time and the opportunity to get this ball rolling with all this medical stuff, man.
Yo, yeah, most important.
My exit. I start the journey tomorrow, sir.
That's the most important thing.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you get that sleep study.
Don't worry, I'm getting it all.
Yes, sir. Get that. Try to get that shit as early as you can, because they might tell you, "Oh, we can't. We backed up for about 8 months."
No. Trust me. Yeah. I'm well aware.
Motherfuckers act like sleep study is hard to get, but yeah, man, do that shit definitely. I'm chilling, man. Ain't nothing. I'm ready for this March Madness. Well, you can say that March Madness is already here. Not so much for us because we are already. Our seeding is where it's at, especially in the ACC tournament. Our seeding is that, and we're probably locked in for the NCAA tournament too. I think the only thing that could change is if we run through the ACC tournament, win the championship. We'll probably be a 1 seed. That's the only changes for us. I don't think we're going to be any worse than where we are now.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Regardless of what happens in the ACC tournament, but. Big win yesterday. Well, I'll get into that, man. Outside of that, man, my life is life, man. I'm just cooling, man. Both of us got birthdays coming up, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, and where I want to be. I haven't really figured that shit out yet, but I mean, yeah, man. Just ready for this weather to change, and because it really ain't doing nothing. I don't want to be cold, so. Fuck it, might as well get warm, and so
back.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's it, man. I don't got much. I was before we jump into sports, man. I was having this talk about I was talking to we was having a conversation with some young boys. We was playing basketball, man, and they was just talking about like women today versus like, I guess when I was growing up, like, and just the differences in them. And I was like, well, kind of like one of the things I noticed is like, I'm not going to say it was more, women today, it seems like they got to be, they're more harder. They feel like they have to be more harder. They have a harder exterior today than, and I'm talking about younger women versus when I was a teen, early 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That the exterior seems more harder today than it was when I was grew up, than I was growing up, as far as what I see. I don't know, but it was an interesting conversation, man. It was a funny question. So you meet a woman, y'all hit it off, whatever. Y'all maybe go out once or twice. She ended up back at your place. Did you have a playlist growing up?
A playlist?
Yeah, like music. Did you slow music, or it was just like a cappella?
What do you mean? Dealing with women?
Yeah, I mean, as far as in like having sex.
No.
You never put nothing on?
I have, but I mean, I ain't had no playlist.
Yeah, me neither. But I mean, if it was music being played, it was not necessarily a playlist, but it was going to be R&B. It was going to be something,
I can count on one hand how many times I've done that shit.
But so in 2024, for our listeners, I hashtag that or whatever quotation. You might have a woman that asks you to put on music, just like us growing up. She might, but she gonna let you take the lead. But let's say you put on some SZA or Summer Walker or something else. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
She might ask you, "Hey, bro, can you put on some 4-2 Doug or something?"
You think so?
Listen, I'm no more bullshit. And I was like, "Yo, you got to be kidding me." He's like, "My man, listen, I'm telling you, like these like you will not realize how many times I fucked to Lil Baby, 4-2 Doug, like women really like this thug shit like that." And they was like, "Go look at a porno or one of these OnlyFans or something. You're hearing trap music. You're not hearing slow music."
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is wild. I was like, nigga, I could never imagine myself fucking to Public Enemy or NWA, Snoop Dogg, the Shiznit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never have thought that. You know, if a woman asked me, like, "Hey, can you put that new Snoop on while we was fucking?" I'm like, "Huh?" Right. Right.
No.
Nigga, I don't know what I do. She like, "Can you put some 4-2 Doug on or stuff?" Like, you know, she in the middle of giving you head or something. She just stopped and like, yeah, can you like play that new Lil Baby or something?
Okay, I can see Moneybag Yo. I can see Moneybag Yo. And the reason why,
some of his stuff, yeah.
Well, most of his stuff. If you think like most of his stuff that's coming out on the radios now or whatever, but on his album, you know, Cuz must really be in love, man.
Right.
You know, a lot of that stuff on his album be, you know, about chicks, or he got the formula that he know who buy the music. Mm-hmm. So I can see Moneybag Yo if you want some. I guess. But,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna put it on, but
no.
To each his own.
Yeah, to each his own. But I found that, but when they told me that shit, and just like you, I had to think about it. And when they said, like, when you look at like these OnlyFans videos or these, like when you looking at things these days, like you're not hearing slow music, you're hearing trap, you're hearing, and I thought about it, I was like, you motherfucking right.
Yeah, that's wild. It's the truth though. I didn't think about that.
You probably wasn't getting no pussy back. Me growing up, if you put on some Snoop Dogg, NWA, Ice Cube, motherfucking Juvenile, some Gas Money, like, nigga, that's a little too fast. You might want to. I don't know. They might ask you, I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Think I'm a hoe or something?
Yeah. All right, man. Let's
down. Fucking W ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's got to.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Anyway.
All right, man. Saturday, big win against NC State. Last night, big win against Notre Dame. Senior night for the boys, and the win guarantees us nothing less than co-champions for the ACC.
Right.
I don't have a lot of takeaways from either game. The only thing I'll really talk about is I talked to you. Well, you know, I told you I was thinking about going to senior night, and I had all plans too, but I had some adulting to do. You know, you got grown kids and college kids is like shit out the blue that just hit you, and like, so I'm like, all right, I got to adult and do some things I don't want to do. So I took the bullet on that, but I really wanted to go, man. One thing, just as far as me, last night, I really realized, man, that like, regardless of how this season ends, like, Baycott, man, is one of a kind for us in our program. 5 years. I think he mentioned that. I don't think we're gonna find another that loves the school, the program, the team, that Carolina blue like he does.
Mm.
5-year senior, and especially anymore these days, I mean, it's going to be hard pressed to find anybody that stays 5 years at one school.
At one school, okay.
And he could have left. He could have transferred. He came there with Kessler, Dayron Sharp, had to play behind Garrison Brooks.
Yeah.
He done had the easiest start. And even from fans, from us.
Big facts.
Yeah, there was at one point in time we probably wanted that nigga gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
At one point, nigga was straight beef stew, nigga.
But I mean, he worked his way. I mean, and won us all over. And I mean, man, I honestly I had to stand up and clap when they put him out the game. I was like, you know, he for what he's done for us the last at least 3 years is great. Because last year was a terrible year, but he was the mainstay, consistent thing. And you know, he was big during the championship. Well, the run to the national. Well, we didn't win the national championship, but you know what I mean. Along with Caleb Love and what RJ did, but yeah, man. I don't know where our program goes from here. Our track record, I'm saying it's not going to be bad, but you know, we've always talked about having kids that love North Carolina. You know, we'd rather that than have the biggest stars. You know, Coach Smith and Coach William built teams off of 4-year players.
Right. No, I agree with you, man. I think for me, both games, like not too much to say about both games too. I mean, last night was the bloodbath for Notre Dame. And and you know, the seniors, you know, the 3 seniors that actually played with Cormac Ryan and RJ, who can come back, and Baycott, you know, they went out on top as far as playing that last game in the Ding Dome. I have to agree with you on that as far what you're saying as far as Baycott goes, because you know, he is a glue guy. He stuck it out. You know, just now when you mentioned it, I had to realize, you know, he did have an uphill battle. He really did. And so, but he stuck it out though. And at the end of the day, like, is going down as a Tar Heel great, right? Like, the man name is cemented in history, you know, as far as, you know, the Hills go. I mean, and that's what you want, right? What is it? What is it? Basketball immortality?
Yeah.
That's what he had. That's what he has pretty much created here in Chapel Hill, and he's done it without a ring. So, what can you say?
Not a lot. And if you ask me, this year has been a tough year for him because he hasn't been allowed to see any single coverage. And it don't matter who. Kyle Filipowski, PJ Hall, fucking what's his name in NC State? Like, it don't matter who the center is. They don't they bring and help over to it. It could be one of these so-called All-Americans. They're not letting you defend Baycott one-on-one.
Yeah, it's a respect factor. You got to. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I say, why I asked you this morning if we were poised to make a run, because, you know, he's creating a lot of space for other people. It really is. We just gotta be sniping on. If we're sniping like how we're supposed to, it'll be much like what Purdue does. Obviously, we don't shoot at a percentage like Purdue does from the arc, but it's the same blueprint.
Be a long day for somebody, boy. We hit. Oh my God.
Yeah, for anybody. Them weak motherfuckers included, but I digress. Regardless, it was a good game last night. It was good to see go out on top, man, and you know, bring on the other team in blue.
Yeah, big game this weekend. big game. But yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm overall pleased with the season. Of course, there's probably about 2 losses, maybe 3 that I would like to take back that I think we probably gave the game away.
Yeah.
And those are probably ACC games. But you know, I think we have been competitive all season, and I
No question.
think we talked about this probably 2 weeks ago. I mentioned it. Hubert has definitely got me on board 100%. I started the season by saying this for me. This is Hubert show me year.
Mm-hmm.
This is his show me year. He had he had a national title, you know, a run, and then last year wasn't the best. We didn't have good records. Either matter of fact, his first 2 seasons we didn't have good records. We was barely getting in it. We barely got in the tournament that one year. Last year we missed it. Hubert, you got to show me something. He did it.
Yeah.
Baycock and RJ are the last links to Roy.
I believe so.
I
believe so.
Did Seth? Roy might have recruited Seth.
Wait, because Jalen Washington is going to be what, a junior next year?
Ooh, right. It might be Jalen.
Yeah.
Because Jalen freshman year would have been yeah. Because he played the IR. He didn't play. He redshirted, I think.
Yeah. So
okay. So Jalen Washington.
Yep.
All right. Interesting. Let's congratulate LeBron James and Caitlin Clark.
Do it.
40K and Caitlin Clark broke 40K for LeBron. He passed 40K mark for points in the NBA for career and still counting. And Caitlin Clark actually passed Pistol Pete Maravich as the all-time leading scorer for men and women in Division One. Division One.
It's important. It's important that you say that, and I know why you're saying it. But yeah, nonetheless,
basketball and it's a feat, nonetheless. But yeah, so you know, congratulations to them. Caitlin Clark has been, I mean, had a green light like none other, and she deserves it. And you know, she's declared, so she will not be coming back. How does their chances look on winning the championship?
I think they're pretty slim. I don't think that anybody's going to be, honestly, I don't think anybody's going to beat South Carolina. I don't think so. I think they're too strong. I mean, you get in that tournament, anything's possible, but you know, and even amongst the teams that they played this year, right? Like, I mean, anything can happen in the tournament,
right?
But people, for whatever reason, when people see Iowa, they want smoke.
Yeah. Well, last year was an eye opener, and I think Dawn Staley learned her lesson last year. I think
absolutely.
I think they play Iowa again this year. I think it's a completely different story.
So I think I got South Carolina winning it all.
Yeah, me too. I actually let's congratulate them for undefeated regular season. And I mean I guess you could say they were tested at times, but overall, I mean, it's been a pretty solid season for them. Like unblemished.
Like Gamecocks, the Lady Gamecocks.
Yeah, Lady Gamecocks.
Well, we gave them for their money now.
Yeah, we did. Us in this last game, I think they beat Tennessee by 9. I mean, there was a couple of games they were down at the half, but overall, we played them probably the closest next to this last game against Tennessee. But for Don to do this and basically flip the whole roster over because she lost five starters, and to come back, go undefeated.
Rebuild, reload it.
Yeah.
Reloaded. Shout out to Don Staley, man. Always been one of my favorite point guards, man. Always.
Absolutely. I just saw you saw her? They showed her at the South Carolina game.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, they showed her and Mitch Kupchak sitting together.
Oh,
another Tar Heel legend.
Yeah.
Mitch. Fuck. I was just thinking about something too. I was thinking about it. Oh, Kobe White.
Kobe White.
Most improved player?
Probably so.
I think you got to give it to him.
Probably so.
Because I think you could say Shy, but we got Shy name in the MVP top 3. So
Shy probably gonna win the MVP.
Yeah, got to. So I got to say Kobe. I got to give Kobe White that most improved. I don't see how he don't get it.
Kobe hooping, man. Kobe is hooping.
I'm happy for him, man, because he was having a hard time. But I think it was just the NBA and him getting in the rotation the way he wanted to be. You know, comfortability. They got to it playtime, getting that playtime.
And building your body up. Just becoming a professional. Right. That's bottom line. Becoming a professional.
Yeah. Hopefully, man. I want to see big things from him, man. I want to see him make an all-star game or something, man. You gotta do it. Gilbert Arenas said he blames the lack of defense being played on the insurgence of European players. He said, get rid of all the Europeans. You go to college to learn defense. What college do Europeans go to? Europeans don't have no athleticism. They have no speed, no jumping ability. They're a liability on defense. There are 150 Euros in the league today or more. You can't even name a top defender outside of Rudy Gobert and the Greek Freak. Other than that, all Europeans are offensive players.
This is true. I think it's about what sells. Buckets sell. Right? Buckets sell. So it's going to be the game is going to evolve. The game is evolving. So that was the whole plan to begin with, right? So with that, things are going to change. I agree with Gil. You know what I'm saying? I agree with him. Like, the European game is not about defense. It's not about that at all. It's about putting up the damn basketball on the basket. That's what they do.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily blame Europeans. I think it's an NBA problem. I don't think these American kids, but hell,
is it a problem though?
It is now. It wasn't a problem then. I think we're going to see more of a concerned effort to balance it out. I think the NBA wanted to emphasize more offense, but I think from the statements and listening to Adam Silver and things he's been saying over the last month or two, definitely at All-Star Weekend, they're probably going to, just like the same thing, just like when baseball was all about the long ball, they made it about home runs, and now it's kind of like they found a way to level it out. I think NBA is going to do the same thing some way, somehow.
Okay.
Because the home run was selling the tickets, but the shit was getting outrageous. Now they figured so I think the NBA is going to be the same way.
Okay.
As much as they was talking about how bad for basketball it was, that the All-Star game was the pinnacle of we need to figure something out. I don't know when they figured out or how they figured out, because I mean, it's kind of hard to undo what you've already done, but I mean, we'll see.
Right.
But it's kind of like the same thing in the NFL when you have like Tom Brady saying, I would hate to be a defensive player in today's game because you're really at a disadvantage on any level.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the NFL is going to have that problem in a while too. They're going to have to figure out how to fix that shit.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know if they'll, as long as you got guys like Patrick Mahomes under center.
Yeah. Those quarterbacks, because they sell tickets.
To forget about it. So that's what I'm saying. The same with basketball. It's selling. It's prospering. Like the product that they're putting out. Okay, for guys like you and guys like me that want to see defensive games and just that and the third. And we look at the scores and some of the scores that outrageous with how guys are, scoring 40 and 50 at will, or it's nothing to score 30, and things like that. To be quite honest, I mean, that's what the masses want to see. So it's a problem from a standpoint of some fans complaining, but they're not hurting for ticket sales. The NBA is the NBA, dog.
Anywho, we talked about MOS's last episode. And I got a friend, a listener. Shout out to them. And we were talking about, musicians, rappers, that being pitched as being an MOS, and they said it's not far off. Said it's not far off. And along with that, there could be a possibility within the next whatever how many years, there's a MOS for bloggers, as well as other things that are more relevant to they said social media influencers as well.
Well, I think you have to with the way the world is going, right, and the importance of social media, or the importance of the influence social media has on lives. I think you really don't have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. So, I mean, I'm not going to necessarily knock it since I'm on the way out. But it's weird to hear.
Very, very.
It's going to be weird to see. But at the end of the day, we know the armed forces, it's a business.
Yeah. I mean, and it kind of makes sense. How would it work, or how, that's the interesting part. As far as in everyday work aspect, because maybe with your job you have something specific that you're geared to, but like we joked last week, like if I join the army to be a rapper, like what job does that entail me to do? Who knows? So I mean, that'll be the interesting part of it. I just wanted to put that in your ear, just that someone listening was like, hey, look, don't be surprised. Like there's a lot of things coming down in the recruiting channels, and things that we're hearing, we're talking about, and that's being pushed upon us, and people are figuring out ways to actually implement everything that's happening worldwide. So yeah, we'll see.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
There was a teen suspended for this happened, I want to say like a year or two ago, and they've been fighting the battle, and his family just lost the case in Texas. A Texas judge rules in favor of the school district after a local teen sued them for being suspended due to the length of his locks. And I saw this, I want to say about a year ago, which I don't know.
I saw it as well. So you're saying the family lost?
Yeah, they lost. The family sued the school district
and lost.
A Texas judge rules in favor of the school district. Yep.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, we dealt with that, and we're still dealing with certain things with that in the military, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's right or wrong when it comes to the military, but this kid not being able to wear his hair the way he wants to wear it is nuts to me, bro. I'm ignorant to what the actual ruling is, or what the actual rules are, what the guidelines are for hair within the school. So I'm not going to speak on what they are letting get by in other races, because ultimately, for this man's hair and for it to be pointed out, for him to be pointed out, that there's not going to be too many, and it happens, but I mean, it's only one race really that wears, locks. Now you have other races that try it or whatever the case may be, but it's fucking lame, dog.
It is, especially if it's not offensive. If it's
fucking
not
lame.
hindering learning or any other thing, it just,
It don't make sense.
It don't, because I watch kids. The school bus comes in front of my house and drop kids off.
Yeah.
And you see kids with green, purple, whatever color.
Right.
It's just, I don't like, I mean, I'd have to know exactly what the rules are or whatever, but it just sounds crazy to think about like some of the things that you do see. And like, I'm like, well, someone having their hair locked, like, I don't know. Like, it just, yeah, man. I don't. Do better, Texas, in a lot of areas when it comes to that. Like, I mean, but especially if it don't affect the schooling, man.
Facts.
And learning. I'm pretty sure you saw the young lady on She's Been Everywhere, Shade Room, Spiritual World. Guy wanted to take her to an NBA game. She didn't like the seats.
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it's making the rounds. You'll probably see it it might be on your algorithms now that we're talking about it. No, that shit work. But so guy wanted to take her out on a date, and she asked where. He said to an NBA game. I guess you could say she had they was high up. I feel like they could have probably been higher up, but she said in her post that they was too far away from the floor. So basically, she told him she was going to the bathroom and went somewhere else in the arena and just sat there and started and got on TikTok and basically aired this nigga. Yeah, clowned him. He wanted to take me out, blah, 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 blah. Look where he had me sitting, da, 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 da. She started just talking a bunch of shit. Then she went in, I'm about to go get me something to eat, basically recording the whole ordeal. This him texting me now, asking me where I'm at, and I told him I'm in the bathroom or doing whatever else. And then she like, don't worry about where the fuck I'm at. But guess what? I came here, and she was saying this to her followers. I came here with somebody, but I'm leaving with somebody else. Blah. I'm gonna find me somebody that, blah, 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 whatever. All that stupid shit.
Okay.
I thought it was ungrateful.
Yeah, of course.
That's how I looked at it.
Of course.
And for her to even go live and do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was some dumb shit to me. It was silly.
Yeah, we are in the age of going viral, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately for dude, like he got aired out, and maybe he was trying to do, he obviously he was trying to treat the young lady out to a basketball game. Who knows what she's used to or what she's not used to, but to put Buddy on Front Street like that, it's just whack. Like if you are so in tune with the basketball game, like you should have slid in there before y'all went. Like where the fuck y'all was sitting at? Since you so fucking in tune,
right?
Or
said something when y'all got in there. You had to dub him at the game.
Lame shit. Lame shit. Trying to be cool.
Absolutely, trying to. Did you see that breakup video Miami did? The city?
The breakup.
So the city of Miami made a video about spring breakers.
About spring, okay.
Yeah. Right. Breaking up with spring break. Yeah.
I didn't see the video, but I do know that they are saying, don't come down here with that dumb shit.
Well,
I know that.
Yeah, basically don't come down here at all. Like you might want to find somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. You been to Miami for spring break?
Never.
I haven't been there as a spring breaker, but of course I lived there for a number of years, and
Mhm.
It's not like Memorial. I don't know if you've been there for Memorial. Memorial is a whole different thing, but the shit is
Miami's
crazy.
not really Miami's not really my thing. I went for my birthday, right?
Uh-huh.
Miami's really not my thing.
And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people would always say, "Oh, you was in Miami, blah blah blah." And I yes, you can have a good time in Miami. I had a good time in Miami,
Yeah.
but I like a lot of people don't know. I guess like a lot of the things that's happening in Miami that goes on with spring break, Memorial Day, 4th of July, whatever, all these big weekends or holidays, like it's all out of towners.
Yeah,
Like
facts.
the motherfuckers in the city that live in Miami, they keep their ass inside. They we do this shit all day, every day. So that's how I felt like after the first year or two I was there. I was like, all right, you know.
Yeah. So here's the thing for me, man. And when you well traveled, you understand this after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I'll give a prime example. When it comes down to like going to like other places or whatever, right? And granted, excuse me, if you go into tourist spots, quote unquote, or whatever the case may be, I am not a fan of staying on resorts.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I'm not a fan of staying on resorts or going to the popping places, I didn't jump on a Tulum train.
Yeah.
I've been to Houston plenty of times. I haven't been back since it's been the spot to go to.
Right.
I was, we've been in and out of Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
things like that, right?
Yeah.
Because all you're gonna do, you're not gonna if you're on a resort or if you go to certain places, all you're gonna do is be out there with people that are visiting like you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I go to certain places, I like to be one with the people. One, I don't really travel within the states like that anyway, because it's
Right.
just not my
Yeah.
right.
Me neither. Yeah.
I know what the state has to offer. I know what the United States has to offer,
Mm-hmm.
right? So when I like to, I go out and I travel abroad or whatnot, and then when it comes down to that, like I don't like to stay on resorts
Mm-hmm.
because I'm talking to people. I don't want to talk to fucking Jimmy from Minnesota when I'm in fucking Cabo.
Uh-huh.
What?
Jimmy
So
from Minnesota.
yeah, right. Like so that's the way I view Miami, man.
Right. And yeah, yeah, because I mean, well, yeah, when you go to it, so if that's what you're looking for when you go to Miami, like, yeah, you gotta like fuck the beach. Don't even go to the beach. Go over the day count. But then you like, do I really want to be hanging out in motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like especially, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like where especially like where the strip clubs and shit. Like, yeah, like those parts, it is probably where you want to go because you're gonna hang with the Miami and be all the other shit, but you with all the bullshit too. But as far as in being on that beach, just like a lot of the things that they were saying, like it's a lot of fighting, a lot like it's more violence and crime during those holidays and weekends than it is like on a regular day.
I
You know,
believe that.
and I think a lot of the things that they was talking about implementing is curfew, um, parking. Like there's going to be spots like that's charging up to $100 to park. Um, not just curfews, but a beach curfew. So I mean, I get it, and I've heard this a lot. Even when I was living down there, people were like, man, I'd be glad when these motherfuckers that don't stay here leave, like so we can have our city back. And I get it, like and
Yeah,
shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of people felt that way in Charlotte for CIAA, and that's nowhere as big as what was going to be going on, what's happening in Miami. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably like that everywhere. It happens all the time. Doing those main things. I mean, we was talking about this when a couple years ago. We had went to Charlotte, and then it was a week before CIAA, and we parked somewhere for like $5, and the next week that same parking spot was what $60-$70.
dog. You know, people in Houston, they on that shit. They saying it. I see it on social media all the time. Like, don't bring your asses down
Mhm.
here.
Yeah. Well, hey, good luck stopping that because Houston is the next one. They making it that way, and it's going to be somewhere after that. And then after that, but yeah, they ain't got to worry about me. I'm not going to Houston. Like you said, we've been to Houston. You know, before everyone said, "Hey, you got to move to Texas. Texas is the next Black Mecca," or Houston and
cool.
whatever else. Yeah, I'm cool on it. You got to worry about it. But hey, shout out to Miami. I mean, hell, I haven't seen a city break up with spring breakers yet. It's rare that it's probably the first city that we've seen that's like, hey, don't bring y'all ass here for spring break. Like, we don't need y'all. We don't want y'all niggas here. We hear people saying it, but an actual city
The
shut
actual
that
city
shit down.
like, take that shit somewhere else,
Yeah,
cuz.
turn away tourist money at that. Like, yeah. Donald Trump. He said he said that Black voters can readily more identify with him because of all the legal battles or trouble he's going through. These motherfuckers say anything. Don't forget, it's just like motherfuckers don't like. Is that not like I mean, Biden. Listen, I'm not on Biden or Trump side. I like at this point to me right now, it's just like the lesser of whatever evil. Because Biden says dumb shit too, but these motherfuckers can tell us anything right now these days, and it's just like we just supposed to ride with it. But if you don't vote for me, you're not really black. Black people identify with me because I'm having legal troubles. Like what? Come on.
Yeah, it's very, very ignorant, and it's just these people are showing you, these politicians are showing you who they are. Believe them, okay? Believe them, right? And that's about as far as I can go on that for obvious reasons.
Well, we're gonna go a little deeper then, because there is a guy named Mark Robinson who just won the Republican nomination for governor of the great state of North Carolina, who is a Trump supporter.
Oh,
and
my God. A real life class act, huh?
Yes, a real life class act. Not only does he say that black people are not owed reparations, but black people should actually owe white people reparations and thank them for bringing black people over here as slaves.
That's why you my dog, because when I saw that, I meant to put that on the list for us to talk about immediately, and I forgot. That's why you my man. That's why I don't mind being Jerry Rice. That's why I don't mind being Jerry Rice. You could be Joe Montana or Steve Young, your choice. I do not mind. Yeah, donkey of the day, clown of the week, whatever you want to call it, man. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand how you could formulate a thought like that in your mind. I don't know how you would have the balls to say some dumb shit like that. But for whatever reason, he did it. He said it.
Real life clown.
Actually, I spent more time searching to see if this was fake news, and I'm afraid that it's not.
Right.
I'm afraid that it's not, though. You know, like it's ridiculous. You know, he said it was a tweet that was put out earlier. That he is saying in 2020, he said, I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote. This guy said this back in 2020, man. Believe these folks.
Believe them.
Believe these folks.
Yes. Real life clown. And I listen, I believe him 100%. You ain't got to tell me no more. And like I said, it ain't Republican or Democrat. Because they're all saying, I mean, and it's almost like, okay, we said it. So what are you gonna do now? Ball is in your court. Guess what? You got to vote for him or you got to vote for me. One is a little more outlandish and brash, like in your face with it. The other one is masking, putting a little syrup and a side of grits with the shit and like dressing it up. But they saying the same shit. And to have supporters as Trump can say what the fuck he want to and have the support, have black supporters agreeing with it.
Breaking out shoes and like,
oh my god!
Like, did he not take the Fat Farm shoe and put a T on it and paint it gold?
Right.
Does it not like a Fat Farm shoe?
Yeah, yeah. And want to call it the Make America Great.
Man, shut the fuck up. All right.
And then have have prominent black figures in the culture say, "Oh, I'm not going to support him, but I would buy him." So if you buy him, what are you doing? Listen, whatever. I digress, man. Yeah, Mark Robinson, you a clown. He's on my radar now. I'm definitely watching out for him. I'm definitely we got a lot of primaries and everything coming up. I definitely will feel like I'm going to be more in tune with what's going on these trails, on these campaign trails, and what's being said. You can't escape it no more. It's there. Mm-hmm. I mean, and ever since we had him as president, all these things that may have been underlined are like big headline news now. Like they ain't secretly saying this stuff no more. But anyway, to move on. Where we at? Ooh. We might be a little controversial with this one. As a matter of fact, hey, y'all, I never said Beyonce was ugly at all. Never.
Just people come at you like that?
Oh my God. I can't believe you said Beyonce don't look like. I never said that. I never said that.
No,
never. I said Beyonce is beautiful, but I just don't see her like a lot of other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it, and we all have those people. Like somebody may say Halle Berry is the finest thing ever. And you might be like, you know what? Halle Berry is fine, but she just ain't the finest thing ever to me. I'm going to say she's fine, but I'm not going to say ever. You did not call Halle Berry ugly. I didn't call Beyonce ugly. But anyway, like you said, you can't say the Hive is going to come. The Hive is going to come.
I bet you let him come. Bee stings all over your motherfucking ass.
All right, well, fuck it. Let's go. Where do you hold Mary J. Blige at, as far as in your R&B music, like women that you listen to?
That I listen to?
Yeah.
Mary is a GOAT for sure, dog. Mary's a GOAT. Mary is I don't know. I think she gets her flowers, but do I think she gets enough credit? Probably not. But in my eyes, she's a GOAT, and I think Mary will be one of those acts or one of those people, unfortunately, that will receive all the flowers when she leaves the earth, man.
Unfortunately, yeah. Catalog tough too.
Catalog super tough.
All right, so and this may be unfair because you and I, we have said it before that we're not the biggest Beyonce fans. Like we don't have no go-to Beyonce song. There's albums that we probably haven't listened to. There might have been one or two songs on the album that we listened to, but it ain't never been like we've sat down and listened to this whole Beyonce album. But I was asked this question. Beyonce's solo catalog, just her solo catalog, no features, no Destiny Child, no nothing. 20 songs and Mary 20 songs. If you had to grab 20 Beyonce, 20 Mary, how do you feel like it'll go?
It's gonna go in Beyonce's favor.
No, for you that you like?
That I like?
Yeah.
Oh, no,
If
of
you
course
grab a
not.
20 and 20.
Yeah, no. I can't grab 20 Beyonce songs. Not strictly Beyonce. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're adding into Destiny's Child, then all right. But me
Mm-hmm.
personally, like Beyonce songs, I can't do that, man. It's no knock on her.
It ain't.
It's just
It's not.
right. I heard some shit the other day. I don't know what song. One of the songs. I don't even know the name of the shit, but one of the songs I heard the other day, man, she was motherfucking rapping. I guess it's the most popular song she got out right now, outside of that country song that she has.
Mm-hmm.
She was rapping or some shit like that. Like motherfucker was spitting. She was
Mm-hmm.
spitting. Like she was going crazy.
Yeah.
But again, her music just isn't. It doesn't appeal to me.
I don't understand why that's so hard for people to like realize. Like everybody's not everybody's cup of tea. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's almost sacrilegious saying that you are not in the beehive.
Here you go. All right, and I mean, again, dog. It's just she's top. She's the top dog.
Mm-hmm.
Um, arguably,
Yeah.
because there's a young lady from Tennessee, Nashville to be exact. They may have something to say about that by the name of Taylor Swift,
Mm-hmm.
right? But we'll bring that back in. It's just about it's the times, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
not
think
saying
that's cultural too.
yeah, it's cultural. Yeah, I'm not saying that she's not talented because she's very
Yeah.
talented, right? She is. She's beautiful. She's a talented woman. At the end of the day, I'm just not sitting down and listening to a Beyonce album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just not doing it.
And I think, but I think for the majority of, I'm not gonna say all, there are plenty of men that like Beyonce, but I think, I don't have a lot of homeboys that just like, like you, the same mind frame as you. Like I just don't sit around and listen. It just like ain't my cup of tea. But you might go throw on What's the 401 or My Life. You know
I
what I'm
can.
saying? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it's a difference, but it's nothing, no shot against Beyonce, nothing, it's just might
Well,
not
and
be.
also too, it's about the type of music that you listen to because that's what anything that Jasmine Sullivan drops, I'm gonna listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything, I've been on, on camera and saying that my favorite singer ever, honestly, as far as a woman goes, is Marsha
Martian.
Ambrosius.
Yeah.
Right? If she drops, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that's my cup of tea.
Right.
It just is what it is, man. So cultural times or age or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, wherever you are. I was talking last night, and Ice Spice came up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Ice Spice came up, and I was asked who had the most bars as far as a woman goes.
Okay.
Who do you think has the best bars as a woman, Rich?
Right now,
Yeah,
actively making music. Well, actively making music is
actively making music.
that's subjective because I would go Rhapsody, but
You will go Rhapsody, and so will I. But
right.
but
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 people
people will
might say
say
she's not
because
actively. Yeah.
no, what they will say is because we're from North Carolina that we're going to choose Rhapsody.
Which
Much like when it comes down to rapping, they're going to say because we think J.Cole is the toughest out, and he just so happens to be
we'll
from.
we'll get there. Yep, I got you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll get
Right?
there.
But no, but in all actuality, I don't give a fuck about where you're from.
Nope.
Facts are the facts. For what I listen to and what I like, and if we're talking about Stone Cold
Mm-hmm.
hard motherfucking bars,
Mm-hmm.
there's no woman in rap that can fuck with Rhapsody.
No, there's not. But I think even for and let's put all the biasness aside.
There is no bias for me. That's what I'm
But
saying.
no, I'm saying even if it was, that might be a year thing for you because let's say 2 years ago, Cole might not have been that guy for you at that time.
2 years ago, it was Conway for me.
That's what I'm saying. So it ain't got nothing to do with the location. It's right now actively who's right now the toughest motherfucker writing these rhymes, putting this shit down.
2 years ago, it could have been Ransom.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, I still would hold J.Cole in high regards.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right? Yes, yeah.
Regardless, but as far as for me, my favorite rappers, my favorite rappers are Tip and Currency, Jay-Z, what I mean, Freddie Gibbs, shit like that, Conway, right? These are my favorite rappers. But if we're talking about a juggernaut, you can't leave out J.Cole, and you damn sure can't leave out. I don't think no woman, and granted, for those who don't know, in the conversation, Nicki was brought up. Yes, Nicki can rap. Right. I brought up Meg. Yes, Meg can rap.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Rhapsody is not following the formula.
Nope. And you ain't gonna never hear nobody say they wrote for rap.
And you ain't gonna hear Rhapsody talk about popping no pussy.
Nope.
And it's okay that they do that because that's the formula. Hey, if you want sex sales, if that's what you want to rock with, that's fine. It's fine. I don't have no problem with it. It is what it is. But if we talking about straight bars,
yeah. Well, see, and that's the thing. Like, is either you follow the formula or you don't. You don't follow the formula, then you're not going to be like there. The problem with it is if you're not selling albums, then you're not good, which is as you would say, the biggest crock of shit ever. Because to me, some of the best lyricists don't sell albums like that and never have.
Yeah, of course.
Some of the best. I mean, we can, of course, we got. You're gonna have your Drakes, your Hoves, Wayne, I mean, you're gonna have like these supernovas.
Yeah, right.
But it's guys under them that you like, you know what? The only thing this nigga don't have that they got is the machine behind them.
Honestly, dog, like realistically, and I would really, when this nigga is rapping, like who can really fuck with J.Cole? I mean, not J.Cole. Right. Who can really fuck with Freddie Gibbs?
Right.
Who can really fuck with Benny? Who can really fuck with Conway? Who can really fuck with Ransom?
Nobody. It's the machine ain't behind. That's it.
And when he talking his shit, honestly, who can really fuck with Bodie James?
Right. They didn't follow the formula. They didn't follow the formula. They have their own, it's just, it is what it is.
Bodie is filthy.
Yeah.
Bodie is filthy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it comes down to radio play, what the media is pushing in front of you. No, when you think about it, once you stop listening to radio,
because I don't listen to radio, dog.
Your music taste changes a whole. Like you really like have a different appreciation of music because you're not. Your taste in music is not dictated on the same 5 to 10 songs you hear every hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's real. That's real.
Let's jump back to Beyonce real quick. And I just thought about this.
My bad. I went on a tangent.
No, you're good. No. Because it's still in the same realm of what we're talking about. This country song is there. It's charting. But how much, we'll never know. How much would it be charting if the music wasn't behind it? If the machine or the money wasn't behind it? Because country don't want it. It's us. It's black people that are making it what it is.
That are pushing. Pushing it. Yeah, absolutely. And I love that for us.
Yeah, I do too. Meg and Nicki had that little whatever you want to call it. And Meg's song, Meg was posting stats every day.
Mm-hmm.
About this song is now the blah blah blah. Number one, this whatever. First female song, blah blah blah. And they said, I I forgot what podcast it was. I think it was $1 Million Worth of Game or one of them. They said, watch, soon as the label says, okay, we're gonna go put this marketing somewhere else. Watch how fast that song dropped. That song was hot for what, a week and a half, maybe, if that. Whatever song she did where she that made Nicki make the song.
Yeah. Okay.
Song was gone.
Guess what? And I still haven't heard it from top to bottom.
Right, song was gone. So I think a lot of that, like we said, like is like you said, the formula.
Mm-hmm.
And the machine. Like if you put the machine around, the same machine behind some of these guys, and and they want to follow the formula, conform to industry standards or whatever, then that's the only thing missing between, as you said, a Ransom and a whoever else, a Conway, a Benny, a Freddie.
I agree.
And I guess, I mean, not to bring Joe Budden in it, but I will. I mean, he says it all the time. The record labels and the music industry tells you who they want to be hot and who they don't want to be hot.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
To move on, staying in music, and we're gonna talk about that guy from North Carolina. Is this his most important album?
For who?
J.Cole.
Say it again. The phone it broke up.
Oh, my bad. Is this his most important album?
J. Cole?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so either. But that's what's being said.
Important.
This will separate him from whoever we think is close or whatever we think he is, to either he's going to take off further or what's being said is Cole don't have that album.
So Forest Hill Drive wasn't that album?
If you ask me, it's that album. If you ask me, Forest Hill Drive is that album for him. That's his. That's his classic to me.
That's a classic, but are we not?
There, a lot of people are saying that it ain't. I don't know how.
So first, I mean, are we not? Do we not know about Friday Night Lights? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. But let's not be biased. Let's let's act like we're not from North Carolina. Let's try to act like we're not from the great state of North Carolina. Oh, all right. That is a real life question that's being asked. This is his most important album.
I'm gonna tell you something, man, and I'll leave it at this, man. Me and my buddy, me and one of my good homies, man, from Long Beach, California, man. Shout out to Buck, right? This guy, man, and he's a King Kendrick guy to the death of him. You know what I mean? He is. And when I told him many years ago, like, I understand what you're talking about as far as Kendrick Lamar, and I love Kendrick Lamar to death. Yeah. I really do. A hell of an artist, right? Mm-hmm. I said, but Jermaine is a little different, and he didn't want to believe it. And I'm telling him, like, Jermaine's a little different, man. It's a little different. You could put him on any beat, and he is going to he's going to eat it alive. It does not matter if it's a trash beat. It does not matter if it doesn't put him on what he is going to eat that shit alive. Mm-hmm. Fast forward, he told me Drake is the biggest artist. Drake is the star. He said J. Cole is the best rapper. Yeah. And Kendrick makes the best music.
I can't say I don't disagree.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, all of them got the it factor. They're
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's just their sliders are different if you want to put it in video game terms.
I like that. Their sliders are different. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that. I
that's
like that. Okay. All right. We go with that. Their sliders are different.
yeah, yeah. That's it, man. You know, but I don't think I don't know if we've ever seen. Well, we can debate it a little bit if you want to, but I was about to say I don't know if we've ever seen a trio in the game at one specific time like this. Wayne Hove maybe Wayne Hove 50 Hove Wayne. What do you want to do? I mean, I still don't think we've seen a trio like them.
Probably right, man. You're probably right.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
Be tough. But the close that one out, I don't think this is his most important album. For a lot of people, I don't have you for me, you have to have been under a rock. And I mean, For Your Eyes, that probably would be the only questionable J. Cole album for me. What was that? Is that the name of it? It was one of them. I know I was in Kuwait.
For Your Eyes Only?
Yeah. That was probably one of my least favorites. I didn't like too much, but Born Center, the Friday Night Lights series. I mean, his first album, Forest Hill Drives is probably the one for me. KOD wasn't bad.
Yeah.
The last one, I mean, I don't know. I can't see how this would be his most important album to really put him or set him apart from the other guys or whoever else that we could say is close to him. This is not a make or break album for J. Cole at all. I think he's been past that point.
Ain't no breaking J. Cole.
No, it ain't. Because he did what he needs to let other people make beats for him. The sound is getting tired. He blah blah blah. He all he doing and he defies the odds to me, but maybe that's the bias.
Yeah, you from North Carolina, boy. Shut up.
Right. maybe that's the bias.
Shut up.
Yeah. What do we know? What do we know? What do we know? I mean, hey. Family and money.
Okay.
Family, borrowing money, well, giving money. What are your thoughts and views on that?
I give money when it comes down to it. I usually give money with I give it from the heart.
Mm-hmm. So there's no paying back.
I would like to be paid back, right? Because if you use the words borrow, then the expectation is for me to get my money back.
Mm-hmm.
When you use the words, although in my mind, I don't necessarily expect it. No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, well, I would definitely like to be paid back, borrow, especially if I'm I just feel like that's the right thing to do, especially if someone helping you out, or even, hey, I never know what I might be going through in life one day. So, hey, you might be able to help me out. It's a favor for a favor. We just like, the homies, like if I got it, you got it. Like if you need something and I got it and I can help you out without hurting myself, then of course.
Yeah.
Now when being if you're a giving person and then they're like, you look and you're like, oh, okay, it's the third, fourth time. Tommy needed me to help him out. He needed a little help.
Okay.
I gave Tommy about $900.
Okay.
Are you still helping Tommy out? Or you like, look?
You know, it's funny that I actually went through that with a family member a little while ago, and I think that they asked me for some help, and I helped them. Right? It's like, all right, I'm gonna pay you back on this day, and it didn't happen. So then after that, I was asked for a little more change, and I brought it up. I said, well, you know, you didn't hit me, you didn't break me off with my change back from the last time. They broke up things and other that, and you know, I didn't hear from them for a little bit, and this is all through text message, right? So I think, and actually, this is my cousin, my younger cousin, and I think he felt like I was coming for him.
I was just about to say that. Now you're being looked at as the bad guy because
but I wasn't though.
I know,
I really wasn't. Because guess what? Even after I said what I said the bread anyway. Right? But I think him being a man, him being a man and him doing what he got to do, whatever, he felt like I was coming for him, and it wasn't even that type of party, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a matter of fact, when we got on, when I logged in, that's who I was talking to. I haven't talked to him in 2 months off of what I'm talking about right now. That's who I was talking to.
You know, that makes it even worse when you get
my dog.
When you get ghosted, like you talk, have that relationship, you kind of talk every other day, every day. Then all of a sudden,
my dog.
It's like, damn, can I blah blah blah? You know, blah blah blah, and then next thing you know, like it ain't even about the money.
No, that real shit. That shit hurt me, man. I didn't talk to you. Call me you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that shit. Yeah,
I can only imagine.
So finally, I reached out today.
Yeah, which shouldn't have to happen, but
it's okay because the love overcomes all. The love overcomes all. But at the end of the day, we still family.
Right.
You still look like me. This is a young man that looks like me, that's built like me, that's tall like me. That's, you know what I'm saying? This is my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And we shouldn't let money like be that the factor or come in between. But I still think at the same time too, and it's hard because you're always going to say, okay, if they're not saying no or they giving, then they're still going to keep coming. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be that person to be like, you know, nah, I'm not helping family, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that.
I'd never be that person.
But then you don't want to look back at it like,
you don't want to be no sucker though.
Exactly. This motherfucker think I'm like, ooh, like they think I'm pussy. Like they can just.
Yeah. It's a fine line, man. It's a fine line. And when you feel like you're being ran over in that situation, when I brung up what I brung up, I didn't feel like I was being used. I didn't feel like I was being ran over. I just said, hey, man, well, shit, bro. Like, and we not even talking about no big bread.
Right.
We talking about some bullshit.
You know, that might be
some shit I couldn't even get a sweatshirt with.
Right. That might be some bullshit too. That they like, damn, like, cause you hear the memes and the jokes like, damn, dog, you owe me about a little funky ass $50. Like, come on.
But
now.
I wasn't on you. I'm just pointing out what it is.
Right.
I'm not on you.
Exactly.
Because again, like I said, for me, I still send the change.
Yeah. Shit, that's a biggest slap in the face for them to even say that.
I done lended bread out to homies or partners, and you know, they say they're gonna get me back on this day or that day, and they, you know, they hit me back like, well, yo, I can't do this or that or whatever on this time. Like, I got whatever going on. And again, goes back to what I'm saying. I gave you this money to help you, man.
Right.
I didn't give you this money for you to fucking. Do you owe me? Yes, but I didn't give you this money so that if I didn't have it to give, and I got to look over your shoulder and be like, but shit, well, I gave my player part of this shit, but I need that shit back. Like now, like looking at my phone and shit, like, man, he gonna hit me today. Like, no, that's not what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm in that type of space. Right. I'm all right. I'm straight.
Yeah.
Right. Ultimately, am I going to take care of myself? Yeah, I want to take care of myself. But the things that I've done and the things that I've put in place, the investments or whatnot, or whatever the case may be, but guess what? My partners know me when I didn't have shit.
Mm-hmm.
You knew me when I was fucked up. So
yeah.
But ultimately, the things that I do, I put in place so that I can take care of everybody that I possibly can, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take care of me and mine first, but I'm doing shit that I do so that I can take care of everybody that I love.
Right.
Oh, that's the goal for me, personally for me. So like, I don't care about that.
And it's hard to expect people to have the same principles and morals and whatever else that you have too. Like,
I don't expect
it. Because you know, okay, um, I we went out, we did this, we did that. Reg bought me 5 drinks. Damn, I know that shit came up to about $70, but I might, he ain't asked for shit, but you know what?
You know how
Next time we
if you do that, you know what I'm going
yeah.
to do.
Next time we went out, I got so it yeah.
You know what I
Right.
and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
You like, bro, we done had whatever. You know, you we don't have to talk about it. You know, if you know, you know. At the end of the day, whether it be this, that, the third, or whatever, bro, what's the brand looking like? All right, cool. You got it. Boom. All right. Tell me what it is.
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah. We had another topic, but well, 2 more, but I ain't gonna we just gonna talk about one because I ain't gonna hold this too long. We can definitely hold one of them. But I wanted to talk about corny behavior from niggas when it comes to corny behavior from niggas.
Corny.
Yeah. When it corny behavior from niggas when it comes to women. So I'll give you a situation, right? We was out at this lounge last Thursday, and it was me, 2 homeboys, and a homegirl, right? And the homegirl, she had end up calling the nigga that she messed with. He was out there, we all out there having drinks, we chilling. I don't know the specific relationship between her and the dude that she fucked with that she had called out there. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
There was this other guy out there that was trying to get her attention or whatever, talking to her off and on, I think one of the other guys knew him, or whatever. But at some point in time, I guess whatever he tried or whatever he was, putting in her ear, she wasn't on it like that. So this nigga reached in his pocket and jingled some car keys in her face. Right. And I looked, I'm like, the fuck? And she was like, what's that mean? And he said, you know what these are? And she was like, I mean, what that's supposed to mean to me? He's like, you see that? He holding up a car keys to a Maserati, showing her the emblem. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I was like, I've seen some corny shit before in my life. But I think out of a lot of the things I've seen, that probably by far takes the cake.
Nigga, oh man, he gets the General Cornwallis Award. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares, bro? Like, what? What?
I mean, I've seen
You ain't got no salt.
niggas pull out money and walk around the club like with a wad of money in their hand counted, but this nigga was jingling car keys in this young lady's face.
I thought it was gonna work.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna work.
But you know what? That's a testament of the times that we're in, bro. That's some corny shit.
It is.
Nigga,
And Is it safe to say that in order for him to do that he's probably done it before and that shit worked?
Yeah, that's what I said. The time that we're in. Yeah.
Jesus.
Right. He probably is one of them clown ass niggas that gonna say whatever he say and is gonna pull up and try to park his car near the front door so people can see him in it and all that shit and those type niggas.
All right, hold on. Well, I'll confess, like I've been guilty of parking lot pimping before.
No, there's nothing wrong with parking lot.
Yeah, okay.
All there's nothing wrong with that.
All right.
That's nothing wrong with that, right? Like play the parking lot or whatever the case
may
be.
Yeah.
But to jingle your keys into a bitch face because that's probably your last line of defense. Like that's all you got left, bro.
That was the half-court heave, nigga.
Like what, nigga?
That nigga, in football terms, that nigga threw the long bomb into double.
That nigga, like
triple coverage. But yeah, she's like, okay, so I mean, what that's supposed to mean to me? He was like, do you see what I'm holding? Like he doubled down on that shit. He doubled down on that shit. Yeah, I face palmed. I was like, oh my, nigga, I've never seen this shit before in my life. Never. I can't even think. Like I said, outside of that, I think one of the other 20s. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen niggas walking around, wads of money in their hand, walking around the club counting that shit. Outside of that, I can't think of too many other things. I had a homeboy. Actually, it was when I first got to Fort Jackson. I was before I went to the drill sergeant school. I was waiting to go. Nigga I met from Chicago. I'm not gonna say his name. He might be listening. I don't know. But if they don't know who I'm talking about, what I'm about to say. But this nigga had that was the Hummer phase. Nigga had a big black Hummer sitting on like 28s. And this is it took one time for me to go to the club with this nigga. After that, never again. Though when I tell you, like, I don't know if they do this shit in Chicago or that's how they did it, but like his parking lot pimping was terrible and it was different. This nigga, like, we left and this nigga like circled the parking lot, just riding around, right, with the windows down. It was cold, right? Just like circling, like just keep on going. Like this, like the club is letting out, and like it ain't no like parking lot pimping like that we might be used to. You parked, you might be leaning up against the car, talking, having a drink, whatever. Like the nigga smoke, he's smoking. Like, we just hollering at, women when they come out. This nigga's riding around, music blasting, windows down. And nigga, I'm sitting in this shit like, I gotta duck down now. So I'm like, yo, like.
You looking like a cornball, huh?
Oh my God, nigga. Nigga, I mean, like a hamster on the wheel. You just like circling around the parking lot. Like, my nigga, are you serious? And I get, okay, you got this big ass Hummer on these 28s, but like, oh my, for me, that's not how I'm used to getting pussy.
Right.
I'm I guess when you say the wheels meet the street type nigga, like I'm put me out there with, you know what I'm saying? Park this motherfucker. Let's lean up against the car or something.
Yeah. For sure.
You riding by, hey, what you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, nigga. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Parking lot pimping. The last time I parking lot pimped.
Oh, it's been.
I ended up with a 10-year-old daughter, cuz.
Hey, y'all see where that shit gets you? Don't do it, huh? if you don't want kids and you're not ready for them, I mean, one of your biggest blessings. But hey, if you're not ready for kids, you don't want to do it. Hey, don't parking lot pimp.
My baby turned 11 in May, dog. That's that, and I'm not going on her mom at all, no way, shape, or form. But that is how.
Well, you knew the assignment. You knew what you wanted to do. What you know.
Man,
And
No,
if you
I
like me,
didn't.
she would probably already had a bullseye on her back anyway. Well, I know how you are.
Listen, the irony behind all this shit, that shit, bro, I was so faded. It's so
Mhm.
funny. So you talk about parking lot pimping. I was so faded that I literally was asleep on top of the Range Rover.
Mm,
I was on the hood, sleep,
mm.
and my foot got hit. 10 years later, going on 11 years later.
You know, as men, some of the shit, like, yeah, I have, we have done some wild shit. I never know shit like that. The jingling keys. I'm not. And it's probably because I don't lead with money or none of that. Like I don't
Yeah,
want you to think. I don't want you to think that it, any of this shit is for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not giving you money. I'm not paying the fuck. I'm not trying to impress you with this car because because that shit you got to maintain to keep up with. You keep doing that shit,
right.
you're gonna have to keep on and on and on and on and on. And I don't want you to think that hey,
Right.
um, this nigga gonna come like I can drive the Mozzie or he about to break me off with a stack
Right.
or whatever. Nah, I don't got time for that shit. Man.
No.
Not it. All right, dog. Let's fuck with these unapologetic truths.
Get it to it.
Um, one question real quick before we get to it. This was an interesting question. I've been wanting to ask you this too. If you could have witnessed the recording sessions of any album in history, what would it be? Hmm.
Recorded session of any album.
I might have three, I think.
I think I would want to be.
Hmm.
Mm,
I'm gonna go out why you think I'm gonna say Doggy Style.
shit. Definitely
Um
one that came to mind.
maybe this is a tough one for me. Doggy Style, Illmatic, God. Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And
I I got mine though.
maybe the Black Album.
I got mine. I I'm gonna go. I got two. I'm gonna go.
Ooh, I got a Tribe Called Quest album in there too, dude.
I'm gonna go Black Album,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go T.I.'s Urban Legend.
Okay. It's tough.
I'm gonna go T.I. I'm gonna go, but I'm probably gonna choose. Well, me. Well, I can't say me being a young dude because I've been fucking with JC for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flip of a coin. You can't go either. For me, you can't go wrong in either one.
I don't think you can either. That Black
But
Album might be a tough one. If
to,
you
to, to see that, yeah. Given what it was supposed to be, it's hard not to choose it.
yeah. And
Who's not
just
going to
thinking
want to see?
yeah, just thinking about who's coming through, the beat makers, the beats that you're gonna hear, like that didn't even
Yeah,
make the list.
right.
Sheesh.
It'll probably be the Black Album. But damn, but Urban Legend, though, bro,
Mm-hmm.
shit. For me, what that album was for me, bro, that shit was damn. God, it's a good question.
I'm with you. All right, let me find these questions. I lost them because I came across that one. Let me see. But here we go. All right, got you. Ooh. Most important. What was most important to you? UNC beating Duke on Coach K's last home game or beating Duke in the Final Four?
Beating Duke in the Final Four, no question. It's not even close. It's not even fucking close.
I got the other one.
Yeah.
Just because of everything that was the
The
90s,
build up, the
100s,
brotherhood, yeah.
build up, the brotherhood, all them motherfuckers in there. Terrell Owens,
but the
big
reason why
face ass.
I'm like, yo, that's a chance to go to the
Yeah,
motherfucker.
but yeah,
Bro.
that's
Against, you know what I'm saying?
right.
One of us got to come back. We talking about a school 7 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
One of us is going on to try to win this whole motherfucker. The next one is going home and they gotta sleep. Mind you, we had already beat them. Yeah, we had already beat them.
Mm-hmm.
So going into the Final Four, it's like shit.
And that shot, that was a big shot too.
Give me that any day of the week, twice on Sunday, brother. But I feel what you're saying.
All right. Are there any misconceptions women have about men that make you uncomfortable?
That make me uncomfortable?
Yeah. And I guess we don't have to necessarily say uncomfortable. Because I don't think I have any that make me uncomfortable.
I don't think I have.
All men cheat. I think that's a misconception. Is that a misconception?
Yeah, I think it's a misconception because all men don't cheat.
Right. What's some shit I heard the other day? Somebody was like, I saw somebody post some shit that said something like, if he unplug his phone from the aux to go in a gas station, he being sneaky or some shit like that. Okay.
Yeah, stupid.
Whatever. The phone face down shit.
Yo, I see. It's just a habit. That could be because I know women that do that. It's just a habit, bro.
Exactly. But it's different when you do it. Supposedly.
I don't give a fuck, man.
Those might be some misconceptions I would have. Might be if they are.
Mm-hmm.
This one is what are we? So it said it was something attached to it. Where we at? I don't even know where this shit at. If she's really feeling you or likes you, she would naturally wonder or ask you, what are we or what are we doing?
If
you know a woman loves you or is in love with you when she asks you, what are we? That's a hint of a woman wanting more out of whatever relationship you two have.
she might want more, but that don't mean she in love with you.
Right. But I guess the focus is more on the what are we question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be want to be clarification because that might keep her out the streets.
Yeah. I've
right.
had a lot. Yeah, I agree with you. I've had a lot, and I think I do honestly think a woman that's looking for something is going to ask that question.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, I think a person that's looking for something is going to ask that question.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. You feel like your friend has always had bad taste in partners.
Mm-hmm.
And it says in quotation marks, you never liked any of them.
Mm-hmm.
They ask you for, but never take your relationship advice.
Mm-hmm.
And the majority of the things that you have told them has happened or came true. Fast forward, you are now having relationship issues. Do you ask them for advice? Knowing that their relationship taste or whatever is always
Yeah, I'm gonna ask them for advice because I mean, because not everybody practices what they preach.
Right.
Right. It's easy to tell your homie what to do, or it's easy to shed light on what your homie got going on, right? But
Mhm.
also too, it's a little tougher when you got to walk in the same shoes,
Mhm.
right? So and I understand that, and why some people won't listen to it because they're like, how the fuck you gonna tell me this and you ain't doing it? But homie, friend, family, whatever, you want the best for your people, so you go try to give your people the best advice you possibly can, even if you can't reciprocate what it is that you're telling them to do.
Right. I
So
couldn't
that
put it no
doesn't
better.
matter to me.
I couldn't
Yeah.
put it no better. I think when you're on the outside looking in,
Yeah.
you have a different perspective. And
Mhm.
that's why I would probably ask, because of course this person is gonna see something different than I see. And I think we have said this before here. I mean, when you are whooped, you're whooped.
That's it.
I mean, when it I mean, your judgment is kind of not the best when whoever, whatever, you might be just that person that is a sucker for love, or they put that thing on you.
Right.
And we know that shit clouds your judgment.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, I ask for the advice. Most of the time when you ask for the advice, you already got your mind made up anyway. You ask them questions. You just either
Because
for somebody to validate it, or I mean, but you definitely can be that person who's like, you know what, you right. I need to get back on my shit. And
mhm.
so it's up to you to take it or not. But I don't think just because your friend don't take your advice, you stop giving them advice, or they always, in a fucked up situation. So you like, I ain't gonna ask them shit because these motherfuckers don't never have, they always, nah. I think you still ask the question because, you know, I think at some point in time, as friends, I think that's a part of being a friend though. How can I really be your friend or say, I love you like that, or, we fuck with each other if I feel like I'm not a part of your life? You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
Damn, Dre has some shit going on, and like I ain't know about it. Like every time I turn around, anytime Dre has something going on, I feel like I'm one of the last people to find out, or he don't even like say nothing to me about it. Like whether it's good or bad, like the nigga got a promotion, he ain't say nothing to me. I ain't get to celebrate him, or he had some relationship issues this time, and like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like you might start to question the friendship. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not saying you always got to be a part of your friend's life, but I do think, people are going to start looking at that here and there like, damn, like, what do I really know about my friend? Like, is shit going on? Like, I don't know nothing. Like, I'm always finding out shit on social media.
Real shit.
Nigga in another relationship, and he ain't say shit to me. Nigga that had a baby. Like, damn, what's going on?
Real shit.
Yeah. All right, man. We good money. Let's get up out of here.
Man, shout out to you, big dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man. Shout out to our listeners and our supporters, man. We appreciate you. Shout out to the Tar Heels, man, for handling the motherfucking business. Right? We got to
Indeed.
get them love, man. They only had one first place vote for the ACC championship, the ACC champion. And they went in and they handled business, man. And we're gonna handle business on Saturday too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Shout out to my baby. Shout out to my support system. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to all the people out there again that's going through whatever it is they're going through. You're not alone in nothing that you're going through, man. Just keep pounding, keep your nose to the gravel, and keep your head up. With that being said, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts on it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself and you harm others, please tap into Unapologetic Pod on IG and or Facebook, or our individual Facebooks and or pods, and I can assure you we'll get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Absolutely. I appreciate you too, man. Hey, y'all, as we said earlier, believe these politicians. Believe them. Listen, listen to this shit and listen to what's being said. I'm not here tell you got to vote Democrat, Republican, whatever. Just whatever fits your fancy, as they say. But listen to the shit that's being said and what's being, put out there. Like it's and let that guide you in the way you want to be, man. It's times are gonna get scary. It's gonna be a lot of shit going down in this last 9 months, 7, 8, 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Mark Robinson, you on my calendar now, my radar. I'm watching. I definitely got to see what the hell this nigga got going on. We should owe white people reparations. Damn.
It's wild.
It's even wilder to say, and then to think about it, like I was looking at this thing in the U.S. Of course, are paying Holocaust survivors and everything money, and I'm like, the U.S. didn't even have nothing to do with the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but the U.S. had a lot to do with slavery, but that's a conversation for another day. Like, share, subscribe. Listen, my family, I love y'all. Thank y'all for the continued love and support, everything. I was somebody asked me the other day how the babies was doing. I'm like, they ain't even babies no more. Like the conversations ain't like have went down. Like everybody's grown, doing their own thing. And I realized, I'm like, damn, that sounds like me when I was in my early, mid, late 20s and start, having kids and all this other stuff. So I kind of get it, but it's kind of like like, damn, man, I miss talking to my girls like I used to.
Mm.
Me and Luna talk all the time, but
Of course,
me and, Passion and Shania is just like, but they live in life. They got, life. So I get it, but yeah.
they'll be back.
But yeah, man, I appreciate, love all of y'all, man. Wouldn't be who I am today without anybody in my life, and that includes you as well. Yeah. Once again, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And as always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Y'all know who it is. Dre, Reg, your favorite North Carolinians. We are out of here. Go Hills. We will see y'all next week.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.